Hello, everyone. Hello, Carol again, Marcos, Mario.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher. Good
Hello,
How
evening.
are you
Marcos.
guys?
Hello, Carol. How are you?
Fine, and you? I'm fine.
Fine too.
Where's
Livia.
Hello! Today I'm
Oh,
listening.
Yeah. Today can
I don't know what
she's
happened yesterday.
I
well,
was listening you yesterday.
I
You
was
can listen.
talking very quietly. That's why. How is everyone? Good?
Fine.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, excellent. Today we have a very important topic to talk about. It's going to be a little different from the one Carol saw in the previous class. It's I selected some more advanced idioms for your guys. Okay, so I'm not going to talk much. Maybe I'm going to start asking Carol a question to see if she remembers what I
Oh my
explained
gosh.
in the last class. The question was very easy, Carol. I think you remember.
Piece of cake?
A piece of cake, yes. It's a cup of tea.
Okay.
So can you explain to Marcos and Livia what is the difference between a phrasal verb and an idiom? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
I hope you remember. Huh?
Yeah, in the phrasal verb, we have a verb plus the preposition. And the
Okay.
idioms is the same expression and have a completely different meaning. The words together have a completely different meaning if you translate it word by word.
Okay, but what about the phrasal verb? Can I translate them word by word and I can understand or no?
No.
Neither one of them can be translated word by word, you know? Idioms or phrasal verbs are expressions. As I said, English is not a very rich language with a rich vocabulary as Portuguese. In Portuguese, we have practically one verb to describe everything. In English, with one verb and one preposition, they do that, okay? Like, if you look up in a phrasal verb dictionary, believe it or not, you have specific phrasal verb dictionaries. For the verb to get, there are 18 pages in the dictionary.
18 pages.
18, only with get. Get away with, get up, get down, get far from, you know, get on, get off. Yes. I was even search for, remember, Marcos, the other day you said you thought you had seen days off.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I couldn't find any phrasal verb with days off. The one I found that was almost similar was doze off.
Maybe can be this one.
Yeah, doze, D-O-Z-E, doze off means to take a nap, to go to sleep, a short sleep. Okay? But days off, I couldn't. I even asked my friend Google, and he said he couldn't find either. So if Google couldn't find, who am
So
I?
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yes, okay. But today we are going, I separated for you guys some funny idioms, okay? I'm going to share my screen and we'll start discussing them. I'll make sure I'll share my screen now, okay, Carol? Because the last time I started talking without sharing.
Teacher, what is the best way to memorize?
Good question.
Why do you think,
Excellent
Why to study, to practice? I don't know.
Livia, why do you think I'm giving this class on a Friday?
Oh my.
So tomorrow, I have 2 days in front of you just to study.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So depressing.
If you are having a conversation with a native speaker of English and he or she uses an idiom or a phrasal verb, don't be embarrassed. Just say, what do you mean by this? Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Because phrasal verbs They are not easy. As I told you, there is a dictionary with about 400 pages only with phrasal verbs. Like put up, construct, put out, extinguish, put away, to put back into the right place. Okay, like children, after playing with their toys, put them away. That means return them to their original places. And I on and on, you know, hours and hours. But the only way to learn is to try to understand and to study. There is no other way. I myself have asked many times, what do you mean by that? Understand? Like put off. Put off means to postpone. Okay? So every time they need to explain a phrasal verb, they will probably give you a synonym whose origin is Latin, like postpone is like Portuguese, postergar. But they don't use it because it's too long. Let's postpone our class. It's easier to say, let's put off our class. Okay? Or can you, like, when was it? About 3 days ago, I think, late at night, we started listening to some very, at first we thought they were like fireworks or around my house. And my wife told me, why don't you go out to see what's going on? And was like, pay, pay. I said, I don't think so. I think it's a riot. They must be killing each other down there. You know, because the impression we had is that they were like fireworks or shots, real shots. But I went outside to see because she kept insisting on me. And actually what was happening is somebody set fire to a bamboo. You know, like there was a huge bunch of bamboo. And it was very funny because they explode like pay, 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 pay as they burn it.
Like fireworks.
So, yeah, like fireworks. And my wife told me, why don't you go there and put out the fire? I said, you're kidding me. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, let them burn. Okay?
2 o'clock in the morning, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she wanted me to put out the fire. Exactly. Never mind, okay? Let them burn. What if it gets here? I said, no, it's too far away. It's more than 1 kilometer away from here. Let them burn. Okay? So I think they burned it to the ground, but it's okay. Okay? They were not in my property. They were the neighbor's property. So that was not my problem. Okay?
Call the police.
But the police will never come here where we live. Okay? Outside.
Oh my gosh.
Always. Yes, as I told, I live on a farm away from the city, so it's more difficult. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me make sure I do it. Okay, or Carol is going to scream again. Okay, we have some idioms here, some funny ones. And of course, as usual, there are some exercises. Some of the idioms here also like in hot water appeared in the previous class, but it's here again. So when someone is in hot water means he's in trouble. Okay, so I have here in hot water means to be in difficulties, especially in serious trouble. Okay, this is a common idiom in English. Okay, like I think most Brazilians are nowadays in hot water because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
The other idiom, it's very common, very, very common. I don't know if you have ever heard this. Carol, can you read and explain to us what is to have butterflies in the stomach?
Butterflies in one's stomach, to be very nervous and
anxious.
Anxious, I can see. Yeah.
Yes. So when you see once, that means that you always need to replace by a possessive adjective. Like
okay. I have
in my stomach, in your stomach, okay? every time a client of mine is going to travel abroad, I always send a message. How about the butterflies? Already got them in your stomach? That means, how are you feeling? You know, are you feeling anxious? It can be anxious or nervous, okay? But the idea is the same. So if you listen to anybody saying this, you're going to say, butterflies in my stomach? What are you talking about? It's just if you are anxious, if you're nervous, okay?
Teacher,
And this, yes.
can I use idiom expressions in a formal way or just informal?
You can use it in both cases. And what is interesting about idioms is that idioms can be used in England, in Malta, in Canada, in the United States, okay? It's very interesting. It's different of slang. Do you know what's a slang?
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, slang, there is no plural. Don't say slangs, okay? Slang words, that's the only way you can use it in the plural, are used in one particularly or very specific area. Sometimes they are common in one city or in one area, but they are not recognizable in other places, understand? So if you travel from one place inside of the United States to another place and you use a slang word, maybe the person doesn't understand. It's like me when I go to Rio. I don't know why the Cariocas have so many slang words, understand?
Yeah, that's true.
No, yeah, I feel like a total idiot, understand? It's true. And the first time I went to visit my granddaughter in João Pessoa, na Paraíba, I also discovered that I don't know what they speak there, understand? Yes. And I'm afraid that I'll have more trouble to understand my granddaughter when she grows up than understanding English or Italian or French or Spanish, okay? Because they have, no, they have words there that I have never heard in my life.
Oh my
Understand?
God.
Yes. Maybe Salvador is the same, okay?
Yes.
So whatever you use there,
Nordestinos in general, I think.
what?
Nordestinos in general, they have their own idiom.
Yeah, our
Slang.
dictionary.
Yeah, no, it's slang. This slang is different. Okay?
Ah, okay.
Idioms can be used anywhere in the United States. Anywhere you go in Canada, United States, England, if you say, oh my gosh, I got butterflies in my stomach, everybody understands that you're nervous or you're anxious. Okay?
Teacher, in this
Understand?
case, I use have. You know, I am with butterflies. No, I have butterflies.
Oh, you can say I am, I have.
Ah, can be. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
it's not a problem. Understand? What's
Okay.
the next idiom, Livia?
Under the weather. To be or feel ill. Sad.
Ill.
Ill. To be or feel ill, sad, or lack energy.
Yes. Like if I ask you, how is John feeling? Oh, he's been under the weather lately. Really? What's wrong? He got fired. He's not, he doesn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? We use the same expression in English, okay? To see a light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, unfortunately.
I wish I could see the light and the tunnel.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately for me and my present situation, the only light at the end of a tunnel that I can see is the train that is coming.
My friend,
Okay.
I always say the same.
Yes, that's the only light I can see at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
I am so lack energy.
Yeah, so you can say you're feeling under the weather.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm feeling under the weather.
Yeah, like last week, remember when you were Remember?
Yes.
Yes, I could say, hi, how are you? Oh, teacher, today I'm a bit under the weather. I would have gotten the idea, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Max, what
Hi.
is the next expression? Hold your horses.
Hold your horses. To wait, slow down, consider things carefully.
Okay. Do you know any other idiom very similar to this that has to do with the shirt?
No.
There is a very similar idiom. It's keep your shirt on.
I never
I've
heard.
heard keep your
Yes.
Never.
Yeah. Probably for the girls, I would say keep your blouse on. Okay. Yeah, because the girls don't wear a shirt. Okay. But the idea is wait, slow down, take it easy, consider things carefully. Understand?
Yes.
That's the idea of a very good expression. Hey, come on, man. Just hold your horses. Okay? That means don't make a decision like in a snap. Okay? Slow down. Sometimes in a class, I am talking about one thing and a student asks me a question that I will be talking in 3 months. And then I say, hey, come on, hold your horse. No, just an example. Like hold your horses, okay? We'll talk about that later at the appropriate time, okay? So
What's the other expression, teacher? Keep your
shirt.
keep shirt.
Shirt. You know a shirt?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, keep your shirt on. Okay?
On.
On.
Okay.
Keep your shirt on. The first time I heard this from a girl, I thought, oops. Keep my shirt on. I was not planning to do anything, understand? It was just slow down, wait, okay? The other one is a classical, yes, the other one is a classical expression, okay? Who's gonna read? Is it only, I think there were 4 students here.
Yes, we have a new student, Mario.
Yeah, but I think he's a bit shy.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Mario, are you alive?
He doesn't like talking. Or he doesn't have a microphone, okay?
Yeah, can be.
That expression is a piece of cake. That means it's very easy, okay? This expression has many variations. I can say, piece of cake, a walk in the park, a cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, in England, they prefer a cup of tea to a piece of cake. Like, how was your test? Cup of tea, okay? Or a breeze, okay? Like, a very light wind, a breeze. It was a breeze. How was your interview? Like a breeze, okay? Piece of cake, cup of tea. But I particularly like the next idiom. Can you read that for us, Carol?
Yes. Knock one's socks off. To delight, thrill, amaze, impress.
Yes. Like, I'm going to say something that is going to knock your socks off.
What? Tell for us.
Yeah, I think this is our last class.
Oh.
I don't know, though. I'm just kidding. Understand? But this is when you are going to say something that you are sure the person is going to be either delighted, thrilled, amazed, or impressed. Okay? It's to knock one's socks off. Again, once you replace by a possessive adjective. Okay? Now, the other one is interesting. Livia, can you read that for us?
Yes. Let the cat out of the bag.
Yes. Don't confuse this with come out of the closet, okay? Yes.
No, I won't.
Yes.
reveal a
that
secret
usually unintentionally.
unintentionally.
Yes. To come out of the closet is when a person opens his sexuality. Understand? He reveals
Yeah.
us. It's also a secret. And there is another expression with closet. I don't know if you have ever heard. It's like, I think she's got some skeletons in the closet. Have you
What?
ever heard this? To have
Skeleton.
skeletons? You
Ah,
know what?
no.
Skeletons?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know, never heard of this expression?
No.
What does it mean?
Yeah, it's a very common expression, very common. In movies, you listen it a lot. Like, I'm sure she's got some skeletons in the closet. It means some very maybe dark secrets or bad secrets that she doesn't want to talk about, you know?
Mm.
Probably something in the past happened, okay? Like she keeps all her skeletons in the closet, all her secrets. She doesn't talk about them, okay?
Keep your skeletons in the closet. Is this?
Yeah, yeah. When you keep all your, like, I think she or he has some skeletons in the closet, okay?
Okay.
Almost a
That
horror
means
movie.
Where means skeleton? Sorry, I lost the
skeleton,
explanation. Yes.
Dead
skeleton.
body.
Yeah, like after a person dies, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the flesh, you know,
Yes.
all our beautiful face, eyes,
Ah.
the the maggots are going to eat. After 1 or 2 years, if you open the grave, you will see only the skeleton.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, so skeletons, usually they hang these in anatomy class so people can study the bones.
Okay.
But let the cat out of the bag is different of to have skeletons in the closet. This is when you just reveal something, usually unintentionally. You know, like a friend tells you a secret and asks you to be quiet about it. But in the middle of a conversation, you just say, oh, but Fulano is pregnant. Really? Oh,
Oh my God.
that's it. You let the cat out of the bag.
I
So
think
Then,
this
spontaneous.
idiom expression is my idiom because I'm like this.
yes, you're always
Yes.
letting the cat out of the bag.
Yes, my friends hate me because of this.
I have to remember that. I'll never tell you a secret, okay?
Oh my God.
You can't keep it, okay?
It's true.
All right. Another very similar idiom just came. It's at the tip of my tongue. That's also an idiom.
Ah, this one I
At
know.
the tip of my tongue. I was going to say it, but then you said something I forgot. I'll see if I remember. Yes. Okay. What's the other one, Max?
At the drop of a hat.
At the drop.
Drop. At the drop of a hat.
It means what?
Immediately, without any delay or hesitation.
Yes. If I ask you to do something, and then you say, but when do you need it for? At the drop of a hat. It means immediately now. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we saw the other one. I love it. It's a very good expression, and I think it's important to learn because you can use it. If I ask you, for example, how much did you pay for your new car? Oh, man, it cost me an arm and a leg.
It's a good.
Okay?
It's
It
really
cost
good.
me an arm and a leg. It means it was really, really expensive. Okay? And then we have here a very common expression that is to pull one's leg. Have you ever heard this?
Yes.
No.
Carol,
No.
Lydia, Mario, were you familiar with this? Like you're pulling my leg. Stop it. It's when you are playing a joke, when you are teasing, when you trick. It's not disturbing. It's disturbing, but with a joke or something, you know, like you start picking on the back of the guy. The expression is, you're pulling my leg, knock it off, stop with that, okay? When you tease, trick someone in a friendly way, but maybe they don't like it, okay? All right?
Okay.
Livia, what's the next expression? Caught? Livia, are you still with us?
No. No.
Livia?
Easy.
Carol, can you read it for us?
Yes. Caught between two stools. Stools?
Yes.
Stools.
You know what's the difference? Stools. You know what's
Stools.
the difference between a chair and a stool?
No.
No.
Basically, they're chairs. But you know, when they have long legs and you usually sit on top of it in a bar or at the counter of a bar,
Okay.
that's a stool, okay? That's not a chair. A chair is usually with arms, okay?
Okay.
So if you are caught between two stools, can you understand the meaning?
To be unable to choose between two alternatives. I think yes.
When you are unable to choose between two alternatives, understand? You have two things to choose from, but you can't make up your mind. Okay, so I'm sorry, I guess I'm caught between two stools. Okay, I don't know if I stay home this weekend or if I stay home weekend. Okay, I'm caught between two stools. Okay, Max, the other one is a very good and very common one. Is to lose
One's marbles.
marbles.
Marbles. Act in a
Marble,
crazy or strange way.
yes, marble has two meanings. Marble, usually the most beautiful and most expensive marbles came from Italy, okay, especially from Carrara. You know, you have the Carrara marble, which is a very beautiful one. But marble is also used to refer to those little balls that I used to play a lot when I was a child with marbles. Today is not very common. Yeah, do you know those little balls, usually made of glass?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, the name of that is marbles. If someone is losing his marbles, means what is going on with John? He's losing his marbles. That means he's doing crazy things. Understand? In Portuguese, we say that a person is losing the screws. You know?
Yes.
Yes, in English, you lose the marbles. Okay?
Marbles. Okay.
Okay. Carol, what's the other one? To hit
Hit the sack to go the sack to go to bed.
Yes, that's when you're tired. You can say,
Really?
yeah, I'm very tired. I think I'm going to hit the sack. Okay? But there is another expression that is totally different. It's to get the sack. Have you ever heard this?
No.
No.
Like, I got the sack last month. That means, Fulano, I was fired. You know, when a company fires a person, dismisses a person, is also to get the sack. Hit the sack means to go to bed. Get the sack means to be fired. It's the same. All right?
Okay. Get the sack.
Yes.
Yeah. Get the sack is different of hit the sack. I prefer to hit the sack than get the sack. Okay?
Me too.
Me too.
The other one is, imagine that Carol says, teacher, I have to tell you something very important. And then I say, Carol, I am all ears.
Mm.
That means you have my full attention, my entire attention, okay? It's when you are anxious, when you are eager to hear or listen attentively, okay?
Okay.
Understand this?
Yes.
Liv is back or no?
Yeah,
I'm back.
Yes.
You're back?
Yes.
We called you 157 times. You didn't say anything. Okay?
My connection is stable.
Mark said you had gone to the toilet. Okay?
Oh my God. No.
I am
Cold feet.
okay, I'm pulling his leg. Okay?
I know, teasing.
Yes, I'm teasing him. I'm pulling his leg. Max, what's the Olivia? I want to listen to your voice. It's better than Marcos. I don't know why.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the last one?
Cold feet.
Yes.
To lose courage to do something you had planned.
Yes. Like imagine that I was in South Africa and there is one of the biggest bungee jumping in the world in South Africa. It took me like more than 2 hours, almost 3 hours to get to the bridge where it is located. I got there, I took a look at it, I saw people jumping, but I am going to be very honest, I got cold feet. So you don't even have to ask me if I jumped. No. Okay? I lost the courage. Only my younger son had the guts to jump. Okay? But if you watch the movie that they make a movie with a camera, I think he shitted his pants. Understand? Because if he made such a horror face all the way down and up. Understand? So I don't know what happened there, okay? But I got cold feet, okay? That means I lost completely the courage to do it. So you do have some exercises here that you have to complete. I have to tell you something that will, what do you think you can use here to complete? It's on the screen.
Knock your socks off.
Exactly. I have to tell you something that will knock your socks off. Okay? Now is instead of he, changed by Marcus. Okay?
I know.
What is the answer to letter B?
I know.
You do? I will put it on the screen here. Marcus.
Let the cat.
He let the cat out of the bag.
Oh my God.
Okay?
This is bullying.
Yes.
Yeah, he let the cat out of the bag when he accidentally told her about the surprise party. He asked her if she was going to her surprise party. Imagine.
For example,
I would have killed him.
Yeah.
2 days ago, I have a couple of friends. They will get married next month, I guess. And 2 days ago, the man was talking with me like, we'll do something together. Okay. The girl asked to me, what do you do with my husband? I said, no, we'll go away just to have fun. And okay, thanks. After the man, my friend, the boy, came to me, Marcus, why do you all the time have to say to her, what do you do? It was like a secret, not to have to say nothing. Oh my God, sorry.
You see, you let the cat out of the bag, okay? Now, number C, letter C. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Although you will probably think that I have
hold my horse.
Think about it. I will tell you what I'm going to do, although you probably think that I have held.
Yeah, no.
No, doesn't make sense. What is it? Come on.
Holds my horses.
No, that's what Marco
Butterflies in my
Oh,
stomach.
no. I don't know.
What happened?
Butterflies in my stomach.
Butterfly.
But I think you probably think that I have butterflies in my stomach. No, it could be if we don't find a better one. It could be, but I don't know. I'm not going to give you the answers now. I am blah, blah, blah with my teacher because she caught me cheating in the test.
I am in a hot water.
I am in hot water with my teacher because she caught me cheating. Cheating. Yes, you can use for a test, you know, like those little pieces of paper that we used to write formulas, you know, that usually should have been memorized. They are called cheating papers. You can also cheat when you play poker. You know, you slide an ace, okay? You can also cheat on your girlfriend or on your husband, on your wife, you know, cheating, the same verb, yes. It always related to bad things, okay? Yes, cheating
It is
no
not a
good.
bad thing, teacher. It's share information during the test.
Very good. This is a liar, oh liar, teacher.
I'm confused now, okay? After this.
I'm not saying that I do.
You see? Yes, yes. See, this is the way, you know. Yes, okay. A lawyer is always a lawyer, okay? They see things
Come
from a
on, teacher,
different
don't do
angle.
this.
They see things from a different angle, okay?
Exactly.
It's true.
I'd better, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm feeling really exhausted.
Hit the sack.
Yes, I better hit the sack. I'm feeling really exhausted.
Good.
Okay, I refuse to read the letter F. Okay, it's gonna sound a little gay. Okay, so Carol, what is letter F?
He's so cute.
Olivia single.
He is so cute that when he looks at me, I get
Butterflies.
Yes, butterflies, I think.
That is the best one to use. Butterflies in my stomach. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Imagine Livia is in a nightclub and a very cute boy starts flirting her, looking at her. She'll get butterflies in her stomach. Okay.
Very good.
What about number letter G, Marcos? Can you read and try to answer?
We're all packed and ready to go. We can leave now. Where is it now? At the drop of a hat.
At the drop of a hat. That means immediately. What about letter H, Carol?
I am feeling a bit blah blah blah. I think I am getting old. Feeling. Let me see. Feeling under the weather.
Under the weather. Under the water, you drown. Okay? Under the weather.
Under the weather.
Now, what about the other one? Is Samantha, Livia?
Samantha really getting married, or are you just pulling her leg?
Pulling my leg. Okay?
Pulling my leg.
All right. Good, good. Is she getting married or you're just pulling my leg? Letter J, Marcos. An easy one for you. Bookworm.
Okay. Was your math exam hard? No, it was really a piece of cake.
Yeah, good. Carol, letter K.
My friend got blah, 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 and decided not to do a bango jump. Bango jump.
Bango, no. Bungee.
Bungee jump. Sorry.
It's the same.
In my case.
Cold feet.
Cold
my friend got cold feet. Okay. Now, what about the other one, Livia? Just blah, blah, blah. Let's think about this for a moment.
Hold.
Just hold your horse.
Just hold your horse.
Yes. Just keep your shirt on.
Let's think about this for a moment.
Yes. Tell me, Carol, tell me who was at the party. I am
caught between two stools.
No. I really want to know everything. I am all ears.
I'm all ears. Yeah, it's true.
Yes, I want to know everything about. Okay.
Okay.
Max, what's the other one? If you try to please both
your father and mother, you can end up caught between two stools.
Yes. Yes, it's difficult to please everyone. Understand?
What's the answer?
If you try to please both your father and your mother, you can end up caught between two stools.
Okay.
Okay. And the last one. I don't know how you could afford this. Carol.
I don't know how you could afford this sport car. Must be.
It must have
cold feet.
No.
No.
Have cost.
An arm.
Cost. Yes. Cost an arm and leg.
Cost, because cost is irregular. Cost. It must have cost an arm and leg. So the only one that we didn't use, and it was the answer for number C, is, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Although you probably think that I have lost my marbles. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Here you have the same, but for people that are, I don't know if anyone is going to print, okay? It's in black and white. And here you have the answers to all of them, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
They were here, but I didn't tell you before. Ha, 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 ha. Well, just for you, if you have downloaded the material from our website, let me show you my gift for your weekend. Let me show you. Yes. Oh, Carol, I think you already have. I decided that little list of the essential idioms, understand?
Ah, yes.
Yes, it's a very short list. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I
6
think
pages.
you have a lot of free time these days.
Yes, that's why I decided to be nice and give you. That's it. Let me share the screen with you.
Someone have to give some occupation.
I'll give you a lot of occupation, probably more than you're asking for, okay? Okay. Uh, okay, let's try again. Share screen. Okay. This is a basic list of essential idioms. Okay? You have 6 pages of it. You always have the definition. For example, the ish is a suffix. Like he's from Ireland, he's Irish. I don't choose for all countries, you know, but he's from Britain, he's British. But it's a suffix used to define someone's nationality, but it's also used to say about. For example, I'll meet you at 4, the number is 4. Then you say four-ish. You just get a number and add ish. Okay? Like 7-ish means at about 7 o'clock. This can be like 10 minutes more, 10 minutes less. Okay?
I watched this on
Yes.
series yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Friends. The guy was using this expression.
Yeah, Friends use a lot of idioms. It's very nice. I love watching Friends. Okay, a lot of idioms are used there. So you have here a basket case when you are totally destroyed, you are a wreck. Breathe, not a breath. No, it's a breath. I'm sorry. Breathe is the verb. Breath is the noun. A breath of fresh air. Okay, take my glasses. So you have the verb to breathe, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. And you have breath. I don't know if you guys are very young, so you don't remember the movie Top Gun. There was a very beautiful song, You Take My Breath Away.
Yeah.
So
I know the
romantic.
song. I know the song. I know the movie.
Yeah, okay. It was a long time ago, okay? So then
Take my
you
breath
have here,
away.
yeah, ooh. Oh, I love this expression here. Oh, a ripoff is one of my favorite expressions because I'm a teacher. So every time I ask the price of something, down inside I think, oh my gosh, that's a ripoff. I'll have to give 20 classes just to buy a sandwich. Okay? A ripoff means something extremely expensive. It's like we say in Brazil, it was a stab in your stomach, you know, like, that's a ripoff. So some of the previous idioms are also here, to be in hot water, but we also have to be in the same boat, on the same wavelength. But all the definitions and examples are here. I have included everything for you. But you do have 6 pages.
Where is this, teacher, this material for print?
It is, according to the IT guys, if you download today's class, they are all together.
Ah, okay.
Yes, but this material is in the intermediate classes, teacher.
No,
Not
but it's
in the
no, it's
advanced.
advanced too.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
I asked it. I didn't know how to do it, okay, because it was in PDF. So I asked the guy to put at the end of the after the answers, okay?
Ah, okay.
Okay.
And then you'll find. If you don't have, you'll find this list in the intermediate unit, but it's there. It's in the advanced. He sent me a copy, okay? So
Okay.
I'm sure
Okay.
he.
I saw in on afternoon, so I didn't see it now.
Yes. I think they were uploaded at about 4:30 or so, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. I hope you have a very nice weekend. I hope to see you again next week, but I don't know. I will talk to the CEO of the company. He's going to make his decision if the classes continue or not. But anyway, it was a
Friday is a
pleasure.
mystery.
Yes, it was a pleasure having you here. Okay. And
Okay.
also enjoyed giving you classes. And let's hope I can see you next Monday. I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay home and stay safe. That was the intention of creating these classes for you. And on behalf
Thank
of
you.
Mundo, I really thank you for attending the classes. All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, and I
Was
hope
a
see you in the
time.
next week.
Yes, I hope so. Bye-bye. Have a
Okay,
great weekend.
bye-bye.
Okay.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.